Right, so first job of the day, reorganise the toy shed. Adam's on marshalling duties.
With my little lollipop marker.
Yep. And Joe is about to fire up the scent, which hopefully this time will fire first or second go. But yeah, we're going to get the scent out, get the Chieftain out. We're going to have a go see if we can get the barrel working today. We've got the stop solenoid and everything sorted now. The Rio, all the others. Doesn't sound quite so promising, but she'll go. Maybe she'll go. Third go. Third time lucky. Yeah, we might just cut to a brief interlude. So sometime later, we'll see if she starts this time. Adam's cleaning Joe's little looking glass. Because obviously being able to look forward when we're driving. Obviously being able to see out of the front when we're going backwards is very important. So after we primed it, she did fire, scared the shit out of me. So we are suspecting the fuel's bleeding back from the carburettor when she's been stood a while, so one-way valve should sort that right out. This may have replaced the Rio. It went off.
Just watching back, Adam. Yeah, don't latch. It needs mending. I don't know. It's somewhere in there. In your own time. Any minute now. Hey! You've probably got no fuel. You're out of fuel. Out of fuel, mate. You fannied about for too long.
I'm blaming you for having no
You're
fuel.
geared right. You are useless with gears, and now you've run out of petrol.
No, you're...
Your poor driving has let you down.
If you put petrol in vehicles, we'd be okay. Now we're going to have to siphon petrol
Dude, fucking hell. It's out of MOT the time it took you to fucking not get it in gear. So do you think once we filled you up with petrol this time, Matt, you can actually drive it out of the shed?
Fucking you'll be like we are in America now, serviced petrol station. Yeah. To bring it to you, feel like a true lazy fat American.
Ouch.
Good job you did that one.
Yeah.
Still like the truck.
Well, it's not the truck's fault that you've ran it out of petrol because you couldn't find any gears.
It's fine, we put an automatic in it.
That's what we've been saying.
I agree with you now.
Yeah. I love that engine.
I like the engine.
Mister, don't touch it, leave it how it is.
No, I've driven it and it's automatic.
It's a fucking...
Americans cannot build a manual gearbox.
It is a poor gearbox.
Might need an electric vehicle as well.
No. Keep cranking it till the start spot.
It definitely needs it. It just took you 4 goes to start the Centurion, so I'm still winning. Who broke the windscreen?
Someone in America.
Didn't they miss the high school when they were shooting at it and hit the windscreen instead? Too soon?
I think you're going to get this video banned before it's even out there.
might have to edit that bit.
Pull the red one out the choke. All the way, that's it. Hold it. Hey, hey! Here we go. Right, out the shed, stop fanning around. Right, if you stall it one more time, I'm going to drive it out. This is the most reliable truck on the farm. Me and Anne never have trouble. Alright, don't waste the petrol. Come on, quick, before it stops.
Rev it, yeah, rev it.
Then we'll have no fuel. His brake lights aren't working. Right, start by sitting in between the steering wheel and the seat. That's it. Make sure you're out of gear because I can't remember if I put it in gear. Your gear selection is there.
Is that down or on? What's this?
What are you on about? What are you messing with? What's that you're playing with?
I don't know. What?
Right, that's your 4-wheel drive. So put that back where it was.
Yeah.
Right, your handbrake is down there somewhere,
Yeah.
which is off anyway. Turn your ignition on. Yeah. And then down there, foot on the clutch in case you're in gear.
Yeah.
And then press the red start button. And let the air build up. Now your air is oil air. Yeah, let that build up. And then we'll drive it out. You haven't driven it yet.
I like how it's killing all the bats in the room.
Yeah, that's it. That Greta would be proud.
You know COP26 in Glasgow where they do like trying to save the planet? Yeah, we're not helping.
It's alright. It's trapped in the shed. It can't, it's not going into the atmosphere.
This is Adam's first go in the Rio. I really, really don't want to sell this. steering lock isn't a strong point on the Rio. But obviously when the Americans drove this in Vietnam, they just drove over things. Yeah, they wouldn't have bothered about the locals' puny roads. But that is a brilliant lorry. When I... Adam understands that gearbox about as well as the Americans understand geography. He's got a vague idea, but just sticks it. He just sticks it where he wants. Yeah. So, last vehicle that's coming out today, the Big Chief. So Joe's just rewired the batteries on it, so it probably won't start, but it will put on a smoke show if it does go, because when they built the Chieftains, so rather than what they've done in the past with the Centurion, which was the most reliable tank they've ever had, where they used Rolls-Royce, they decided to get British Leyland involved, which is why this will smoke its tits off and probably catch fire. So, since Leyland got involved, this is the most unreliable tank the British Army have ever had. It's even already christened the fucking workshop floor. Any minute now he will attempt to start it. The hydraulic start isn't working, so we're starting on electrical. But yeah, we'll give you a cold start in a second. So, Mr. Hughes is now going to attempt to start the Leyland. Yeah. See, with the Chieftain, you don't even need smoke launchers, it makes its own. Just sorting his erection. Getting the gun up out of its transport bracket so we can have a go and see if we can get the turret live. So Joe's down in his favourite deep dark hole. I'll climb down and we'll see what we can work with. So you've got two seats on this turret, commander here, gunner down there. All very unpleasant places to sit. Look at Joe beavering away. Definitely not about to get electrocuted. We do have to be careful because running through the relays down there is 400 volts apparently. And I don't really fancy that. So yeah, we'll have another look. Joe's pretty much got it figured out what he wants to try. We've got a master isolator down here, which is if shit goes wrong and the turret starts trying to kill him, we flick that and then call the ambulance. And we've got a couple more down in here. But obviously we don't want to climb down in there because if that gun starts moving, it will chop a leg off. So, you ready, Joe?
Just about. So Adam needs to just get in and turn that.
So Adam, if you get in the driver's...
Do you want me in the driver's or just to leap over and switch it? Huh?
Either.
What did you say?
So do you want him in the driver's
Yeah, it
seat?
wouldn't be a bad thing. He can't get caught, really.
Yeah. So these Hawker batteries, which are military, what are these Hawker batteries? £1,000 each?
Well, they're like 800 quid.
800 odd quid.
Okay, so you're in there. I'm down. I'm not in, I'm just... Okay. Right, Matt, you get in there.
So do you want this one on?
Huh?
I'm in the one by the battery compartment.
Right, turn your isolator on. Okay.
So that is now on.
Right, Adam, turn the main vehicle isolator on. Main vehicle isolator on? Yeah. The black box on the right.
Now we have these isolators here, which are safeties.
Now, you know that switch in the very centre there, Adam? I think that has to be down, but I'm not sure.
Down, apparently.
Okay. Right. There's two switches over there.
These two here, yeah.
Yeah, so click that main one on there. Yeah, and then pull that one round.
So we have electricity flowing now.
Apparently.
Well, nobody lost a leg.
Adam, try your switch. Try a different position.
Yeah.
No.
So we've possibly got a dead relay somewhere. Something to investigate. So I'll cut the video here. We'll call back in a minute if we find a problem. We've got to have a nosy. I don't care if you fall, because
I'm scared.
I'm not. I think you need to keep going and stop being a wuss.
I am sitting on asbestos that could just turn round.
Yeah, but you've got that far, so you've already got cancer of the balls, so...
This is a very scary place to be.
Not as scary as if Adam had his finger on the trigger.
Well, I'm a little bit worried about it. If the turret's electric started working.
Just flings you over the... That would be amazing.
Yes, I think I'm going to come down.
Not the first time you've slid down a long shaft, is it?
Yeah, my own.
So, we can't get the turret to work off the electrics, so Joey's going to try firing up the donkey engine and see if that gives us a power or any sort of power to the turret.
Are we ready?
Yeah, give it some. So that, if you can hear it, is the little 3-cylinder donkey engine. She's a little beauty. Hear that? I reckon that's got more power than your sister's car. So yeah, we'll get back in the turret now and see if that's given us any life. We've now got the donkey engine running properly, powering the Metadyne, which has just had the barrel moving. But we've tripped the electrics. But this is how many years? First time in...
About 25 years, she's just tricked back in.
In about 25 years, this turret's been live. So we're going to have another go. If you keep an eye on the smoke, you'll see it start black smoking as soon as it's under load. Because that thing produces about 400 volts to power the hydraulic system. So as soon as he puts it under load, you should see a puff of black smoke, which is hopefully exhaust fumes and not fire. But we may be getting somewhere with getting this turret properly online again, for the first time in nearly 30 years. Bit of a big moment for us. There we go, and you can see that the barrel just dropped. So that there is the first time that turret has moved under power in nearly 30 years. Bit of a big moment. Next thing is, we've got the gun up and down to get the turret itself to traverse, so we'll move left and right. But that we're calling a win. It does look like it's tripped the electrics out again. So we've either got a bad breaker or we've possibly got a bad connection somewhere causing it to trip out. But we'll do some investigating and we'll see if we can find the problem. So we're about done now, I think. Big Chief's going back in the shed, swept out and tidied. Ted is doing his best not to get run over. Once again, we're doing our bit for global warming. Definitely gonna have to concrete this yard. Whoa, let's see what's going off. You didn't break it, did you?
No.
Not yet.
Turned it off on the baton.
It's very, very reliable so far for a British Leyland product. The stalwart, which is... Shush. The stalwart's now sold. That'll be off to its new home shortly. And the Rio is for sale now. What are we wanting for that? 18?
25.
What? £1 million for the mighty Rio. Oh, give us an offer. She is for sale. Starts on the button. Absolutely amazing to drive. I really don't want it to go. See how much cleaner this runs than the Chieftain.